Big Mama.
Yeah?
What's that?
What's what?
That.
Oh! Yeah, that's just my flashlight.
Today we're going to be looking at the Sofirn ST1 rechargeable flashlight. This is an EDC flashlight. It's actually lighter than most other flashlights. It doesn't have a lot of fancy stuff on it, but I think it's very functional. I want to thank the Sofirn company for sending this to me for an evaluation. So without further ado, let's see what we have inside. Well, we've got, first of all, let's look. And if you want to screenshot that, freeze it or whatever and take a look at that, that's great. On the side, it talks about some of the stats. What do we got here? It's the ST1. Yes, it is made in China, like pretty much every other flashlight these days. I've got a couple other to review, but as usual, we'll be comparing them to another flashlight that I normally carry and see if this is going to be a replacement or not. So that's the wrong end. Let's crack this puppy open. Why is this? This is not right. Why is this not right? All right, anyway. There's normally like a tab that you can grab on these flashlights. They're pretty much all packaged the same way. And yet the idea is that you grab the tab and pull things. All right, so what comes with the flashlight? We've got some, looks like a lanyard, okay. And we've got some instructions. Looks like they're probably written in halfway decent Chinglish. They kind of get better. This is more of a, like, these are all the other languages. What do we got on this side? There we go. And we've got some pointy finger instructions. This is not bad. I like this operational flow chart right here. But we'll get to that at some point. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So we're going to clear that out of the way. Let's get this out of the box. What do we got? Oh, there's our USB-C charger. I'm going to put that back in because a lot of times I just give these flashlights away. And let's get that out of the way. And then we have the actual flashlight right here. Now, some stats on this flashlight. It's actually very, very simplistic. So, some of the simple things like the dimensions. Like this is a 1-inch wide at this right here. It's 0.63 inches in depth or height or whatever you might want to call it. And it's 4.72 inches in length. Now, the weight of this is 100 grams, or basically 3.53 ounces. The battery is not removable. To give you some comparison, which we'll do here in a minute, I'm going to put it up against an Olight that I normally carry with me, but let's do that last. Now, some of the neat things about this flashlight are the lights themselves. There's more than one set of lights inside here. As you can see, there's 5 lights. Now, with the it has what's called an SFT25R, and it has 4 CSP 1313s, and they pull different wattages, but that's not important right now. The important thing to remember is that this thing can kick out 1,500 lumens. It has a beam distance of 226 meters, and on moonlight mode, which I always thought was kind of very Chinese, it can run up for 450 hours, which means it can run for a good period of time, even in probably in turbo mode. So the battery itself it's all built in. You can't take it out. It's a 2100 milliamp battery. It has Type C charging. It just has like this little rubber grommet. I cut my fingernails off today, so it's just got the standard USB-C charging, which we'll talk about when we go to actually show you how it charges. And then what do we got? This thing is its waterproofing is IPX7, which means that it will it's protected against immersion down to 1 meter for about 30 minutes. After that, no bueno. So don't go swimming for more than 30 minutes deeper than 3 feet. It has its modes. It has 5 modes. You have the moonlight, low, medium, high, and turbo. If you just push the button, it comes on. I have it on turbo right now. And this is what they call the auto lock, so it remembers where you were. And you can see there's actually like a circle showing you, and then we're going to hold that right there. and it shuts down. It has like 5. They go really, really fast. So it has those 5 different modes, and like I said, 1500 lumens. And as you see right there, it says hot, hot. It gets so hot. Why? Because it's frick. I can feel that heat. I can feel that heat. 1, 2. There you go. And then basically it's that center beam light that's doing all that. Obviously the accessories are the manual. It has what they call a buck driver step down circuit, which is what makes the light go on and off like that. This is the moon mode. I didn't even know it was on. It was so low. Let's go ahead and turn it off. There we go. And obviously it's got the indicators on it, the lockout mode we talked about. If we want to charge it, I'm going to have to go back through this all over again. Am I grabbing the right side? Yes. Am I? I am. It's just, I cut my fingernails off today, and now I can't get, there we go. And then what you'll notice is this will actually illuminate when we plug it in. So let's plug that in, and now it's showing you that it's red and that it's charging. Now it's like red, yellow, green. Basically yellow, hey, you need to charge me. Red, I'm charging it, or I need to charge, and green means I'm good to go. But it's really that easy. We'll let that go over there, and we'll close this right back up. And then, you know, one of the things that people talk about all the time was like, well, what do the lights do? Well, this one doesn't do any fancy, crazy stuff, okay, guys? But if you notice, what you have is there's 2 sets of lights, and we briefly talked about that. But what you need to know is that, so you have this main one in the center, and this is a powerful, it's throw-oriented, it's a white LED, and this is the one that produces the 1500 lumens on turbo and can go 226 meters. It's normally a cool white with a slight bluish tint, kind of like flashlight white is what they call it. And then the other ones are, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and these guys are, they're just standard LEDs. They're what they call CSP 1313s. These are the floodlights that surround the main one. They're normally a neutral white. They're warmer, more natural looking, with better color rendering, like less blue. They basically, when you use them, they make things look more real versus being washed out by the white light. Okay. That's going to be, that's it, man. So if you got any questions about this, put them in the comments. Do me a favor, let me know what you think. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you some comparisons. This is my normal Olight that I carry, and you can see they're about the same. They're about the same as far as like, yeah, they're about the same as far as like their size. It's actually a little wider than the Olight, but it's flatter than the Olight. It's really hard to see the way we're doing this. But I think the key thing that a lot of people really think about is how much do these suckers weigh. So my regular Olight, we're going to turn this sucker on. My regular Olight, 3.90 ounces. 3.90 ounces. Let's just go. That's fluid ounces, milliliters, grams. Let's go with grams, okay? 111 grams. Whereas this one is just slightly lighter. I can tell you that it does feel much lighter than this one does. It could be by design, but it does feel much lighter. And the reality is that people like to not have a big clunky thing hanging around inside their pocket. One of the drawbacks that I don't like is it doesn't have a belt clip, if you guys didn't notice that. So this would be a pocket only, or like something you're going to stuff in your pack. Maybe tie it off of that lanyard that I threw away already. But yeah, that's going to be about it. As usual, guys, do me a favor. If you, yeah, there's some videos that are going to pop up over here. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. So yeah, until the next time, stay vigilant, and I shall talk to you later. Bye-bye.
That was easy.